Hello, people, YouTube, right here, the Malik Aaron. I'm gonna have to rush through these next couple reviews. I know it's a bad habit. I'm sorry, but well, I'm recording this on Saturday, so in a couple hours or a few hours, I'm going to be going to a WWE live event. It'll be my fourth time going. One of the three was actually a pay-per-view. It was Night Champions in 2014, but I'm going to this one. It's a Bridgestone. It's gonna be a Raw themed show. It can't be SmackDown because SmackDown's busy having their Starrcade event. What's funny is that last year, like about, I'm trying to think, 13 months ago, yeah. I went to the same place, but it was SmackDown themed. And since the Superstore shakeup happened, some of the people I saw on that show will likely be on the show I'm going to see in a few hours. So that should be lit. Probably not going to record it, because if I do, I might get sued by WWE, and that's not fun. So, I might take some pictures. Maybe if I even meet a superstar, I might even take a picture of that, but I don't know. But review time. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, one of the biggest bombs of all time. It cost $137 million. It made $85 million total worldwide. So it's a big old bomb. And I'm just gonna be blunt. I have zero, and I mean zero, knowledge of Final Fantasy. I know all you Final Fantasy fans are gonna immediately dislike this video for me saying that. I know, I can feel it right now, but it's not that it's not like I think the series sucks or anything. It's just that I've just never been that interested in it. I mean, there are certain games I am interested in. I mean, the WWE games, that's pretty obvious. Sonic games are pretty obvious. There's some others, like the Batman Arkham games. I haven't finished any of them, and when I do, I will review them. But there are a ton of other games I have to deal with. See, Final Fantasy has just never been my thing, and that's RPGs in general and whatnot. I've just not my biggest thing. I have South Park, both Stick of Truth and The Fractured Butthole, but that's because it's South Park. But I'm afraid if I go into one of these games, I'm going to be so confused because there'll be so much I'm going to have to research and watch, and it would take too long. And also, I just realized in the original PlayStation collection that my cousin, one of my family members, gave to me, Final Fantasy VII is in there, all 3 discs. So I'm gonna ask, do you all want to see a gameplay video of Final Fantasy VII? Maybe, I don't know. I might do it anyway, but out of curiosity. But there are other games I want the gameplay videos on. You know, if you want to see Final Fantasy VII gameplay, leave it in the comments, yes or no. So anywho, this thing. It got a lot of coverage because this is all CGI animated movie. This was 3 years before Robert Zemeckis did it with Polar Express. So, it has that going for it. So now I'm going to read this paragraph of text. The year is 2065 AD. The Earth is infested with alien spirits, and mankind faces total extinction. Led by a strange dream and guided by her mentor, Dr. Sid. Scientist Aki Ross struggles to collect the 8 spirits in the hope of creating a force powerful enough to destroy the alien presence and pure enough to protect the planet. With the aid of the Deep Eyes squadron. A key, I don't know how to say that. Must save the Earth from its darkest hate and unleash the spirits within. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within is the groundbreaking new CGI film from the creators of the Final Fantasy video game franchise. And they didn't show up for it. Man, that's just sad. So, this movie is very similar, actually, to Tron Legacy. And the reason why I say that is because both these movies look so good, so stunning. Especially this, because this was 2001. We haven't reached the peak of CGI. This is 8 years before Avatar even existed. But it still looks incredible for its time. And actually looks a lot more believable than the Polar Express. Because in the Polar Express and Beowulf, which I just reviewed, they have that, they're real, but they're not real because it's motion capture. This is full CGI. So it has that advantage to it. So yeah. And that's a pretty nice voice cast in this. You have Steve Buscemi is in this. I know that much. Ving Rhames. Alec Baldwin is in this. That's sweet. I forgot some others. I forgot who they played, but they're in here, so it's nice. Yeah, the visuals are incredible. I mean, it's clear that $137 million were spent very well on visuals. On this... Sorry to add, this stupid cough came back. I hate it so much. The story, it's clear they didn't spend that much on the story, because the story is just... It's not interesting. Like, when I saw the movie earlier today, to review for it, I was just there and I was just like, okay. That was me watching the story because I just did not care. And it was very predictable. It's pretty easy what's going to happen. It's basically like, this plot reminds me of Dragon Ball or Sonic, I guess, because Sonic and Dragon Ball, more or less the same in terms of, what they need. Because you need 8 spirits. That's the equivalent of needing 7 Dragon Balls or 7 Chaos Emeralds. It's the same. It's the exact same. And in the movie, they had 6. And then they needed 2 others had to go. And of course, there are twists and turns. This guy who thought he was good, he turned bad. He wants it for himself. But Akiri, what type of name is that? It's A-K-I. I don't know. So, yeah, I mean, that's just... It's once you see the movie, it's pretty obvious where it's gonna go. And you're just like, ugh, just end. The characters, they're just forgettable. There's nothing memorable about any of them, except the lead character. I mean, she's alright, but everyone around her is just forgettable supporting characters for the sake of supporting characters. They're not engaging in the slightest. So, yeah, there's really not much to talk about in this movie because it's very shallow. Granted, it is one of the better video game movies out there. I can name a ton that it's better than. It's definitely better than Assassin's Creed. Because at least this had interesting visuals enough for me to not just straight up turn off the movie. Assassin's Creed, that movie could die. That movie could die a horrible death. And I'm never going to review it. I might even make a video describing the type of movies I'll never review. Maybe in the future. Maybe since Christmas is coming up real soon, maybe I'll do it as a Christmas video. I don't know. Yeah. It's definitely one of the better ones, one of the better looking ones, because most of them are cheaply made and just made to make a quick buck and to cash in on that fan base. That didn't happen with this. But I did hear the DVD sales were pretty good. So at least it got some type of success. So yeah, Final Fantasy Spiritual Fan. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. If I had to judge this movie on visuals, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up, you know what? 10 and up over 10. Anything over 10, over 10. So, like, you know, 11 out of 10. Let's keep it there. 11 out of 10 on visuals. Everything else is just bleh, not interesting, dull, boring. It's just, yeah. It's one of those movies where they spend too much on the visuals and not enough on anything else. And visuals alone do not make a movie. It's the story, the characters. You know, also the music. The music in here is not that great either. I mean, it's not really memorable. You need all three of those, plus more, to make a good movie. I mean, visuals help. They shouldn't be the sole point. They shouldn't be the sole purpose. Like, there has to be more to it. Yeah, 5 out of 10. Would not recommend this movie to a whole lot of people. Sorry. Alright, excuse me. Next review. It is a movie that is very similar in a lot of ways to Wanted, but it's not this. Oh my gosh, I spoiled it already. I feel terrible. It's similar to The Matrix, like in the beginning, but the two just become completely separate after a while. I'm talking about Wanted. A movie. Well, I already reviewed the video game, so if you want to check that out, you can go look that up. It's gonna be in my video game section of reviews. So if you want to scroll through that, go right ahead. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time, and I am out.